mo ti lọ lójú ọ̀tá tó fẹ́ mi mo ti lọ ìjẹ́ mo lọ lókè mo lọ ó yá gbẹgbẹgbẹ mo lọ àìmọ̀dá gbẹgbẹgbẹ mo lọ jẹ òkúta tí mo lè gbé wọ́n dúró gbẹgbẹgbẹ mo lọ jẹ dáàbò wà ní ìbọn oya gari body ààrẹ oya mímọ́ ìṣe olórí ọ̀fẹ́ jùlọ ẹbí bọ́ọ̀dì mi ò lè gbé bọ́ọ̀dì mo tún tẹ̀sí mi mo gbé bọ́ọ̀dì ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí àwọn wòlíì ẹ̀yìn kúkú lágbára wa ẹbí bọ́ọ̀dì mi ò lè gbé bọ́ọ̀dì ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ́.
orúkọ yẹn. Yíká lọ́sẹ̀ ọdún ladies and gentlemen. Lélelélelélé ó ṣèjọ. Lélelélelé. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ó ṣe. Àwọn eléyìí jó. Àwọn eléyìí jó. Orúkọ yẹn lágbára Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ó ti ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Orúkọ yẹn ó gbé mi fò. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ó ti ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ẹ wá gbọ́ nípa rẹ̀, ayé ẹ jẹ́ sọ nípa rẹ̀ o. Àwọ̀ kìlú mọ́ ló jẹ́. Bàbá dáadáa, wọ́n wá ní wàrà rẹ̀, ó bíra rẹ̀, ó tún sọ́ra rẹ̀ lórúkọ. Ọmọ aládé aláfíà, ìjọba yóò wà léjìká rẹ̀ o. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ó ti ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Orúkọ yẹn ó gbé mi débẹ̀ kan. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ó ti ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Kí ló ṣàwáyà? Ló fẹ́ ká dúró síbi ìdí ẹ̀. Ẹ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, ẹnu orúkọ yẹn ó ń gbé yín fò. Orúkọ yẹn ó ń gbé yín débẹ̀. You are a living testimony of ẹni tó orúkọ yẹn gbé fò. Ibi tó rò pé ọ̀nà ti dí, ó lànà síbẹ̀. Ibi tá a lérò pé a lè dé, ó gbé wa kọjá abẹ́ o. Yeyeye, Jésù ti ná. Óyá.
Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ó ti ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì. Ó ti ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Jésù ti Násárẹ́tì.
Torí wọ́n ní kò sáyé lókè, owó yẹ fún mi lókè, ó kókó fọ́lẹ̀ mi, ìyanu lórúkọ rẹ̀.
Wọ́n ní kò sáyé lókè.
Bàbá bá mi ṣe. Wọ́n ní bí ó sí àwọn wípé kò lè bọ́ síbò. Àmọ́ wẹ́rẹ́ bàbá bá mi ṣe. Wọ́n ní kò sáyé lò. Ó gbàgbà sókè síbẹ̀ o. Ògo bọ́lẹ̀ wá ní. Àlọ́ lórúkọ rẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kò sáyé lò. Ó wọlé fún mi lòdò. Ògo bọ́lẹ̀ wá. Ìyanu lórúkọ rẹ̀.
Ladies and gentlemen, the D-Day is upon us. The long-awaited day is here. Please would encourage those of us who are still outside to please come in and begin to take our positions. We're about to start this program. All our dignitaries are around, and any moment from now, we'll begin to see more of them come in. Meanwhile, I want to recognize the presence of the dignitaries here present in our midst. We thank you for honoring our invitation. We thank you for coming to honor our matron, our own dear Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola. Today is her day, and we have all come to give her the honor that she so well deserves. Thank you so much for honoring us. In due time, we're going to recognize each and every one of you present in our midst. We recognize you individually. Thank you for coming. We're starting very soon. We're starting very soon. Thank you for honoring us. We're so glad to have you in our midst this morning. Thank you, thank you. This program will be starting any moment from now. Today is a D-Day, the day we have all been waiting for, the day we want to honor the woman who has worked so hard to position Chrisland University for greater heights. Thank you for making it a day with us. And we thank God for the life of the celebrant of today. Please come in and take your rightful position. This program is beginning in the next couple of seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, it would amaze you to know that right here before us we have our own father of Egba land, Kabiyesi. Baba, we thank you for making it to this program. We are going to honor you and recognize you well as we move on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please let's come in and take our positions. This program is about to start. So all pages, Bishop, Obasanjo, and Principal Officers. Please can we stand as we welcome our own mother of Chrisland University, I, Chief Dr. Mrs. Winifred Awoshika, OON, and the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, as they come in. Please can we remain standing as they come in to take their seats. We are highly honored to have these eminent personalities in our midst, and it's all for the celebration of the genius Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola. She's a woman of the moment. It's a beautiful thing to have an occasion like this and you have these kinds of personalities gracing it. It's something that happens once in a while. She's blessed. Thank you so much.
This of a truth is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. It's the valedictory service of our dear Vice-Chancellor, Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola, and we are delighted to have you here in the campus of Chrisland University, in the ancient city of Abeokuta. Thank you for joining us, Mama. The Chancellor of Chrisland University, I, Chief Dr. Mrs. Winifred Awoshika, OON, and our dear former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Olusegun Aremu Obasanjo. Thank you for coming, sir.
Okay, so right about now, this program is about to start. But before we start, I'd like to welcome to the high table our own former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo. Please can the ushers lead him gently to the high table where he's going to sit for this occasion. I would like to also welcome to the high table the keynote speaker of today, Professor Dapo Folorunsho Ashaju, the Bishop of Ilesha.
It's going to be very appropriate as we put our hands together.
Please.
For members of the high table,
Yeah.
to take their positions on the high table.
It's a rare thing that happens, and when you see this kind of thing happen, it's only good that we thank God for having it. Thank you so much. I'd like to also invite to the high table the principal officers of Chrisland University. Please, can they take their place, starting from our own Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ebenezer Olatunde Farumbi. Please can we give them a round of applause as they come to the high table. Also to the high table is Mr. Samuel B. Omotosho, the Registrar of Chrisland University. Can we give him a round of applause as he comes? Also to the high table is Mr. Moses Esa, the Bossa of Chrisland University. Please, a round of applause. Okay, it's there, yeah. And Mr. Goodluck Ifije, the librarian of Chrisland University. Thank you very much.
Let's put our hands together once again for every member on the high table. Thank you for joining us today.
All right, so we're starting this program with the national anthem. Please may we stand for the national anthem.
Our
Graceland University Anthem.
We uphold our values and principles to respect might and entrepreneurs. Christian University will always shine the light. Resources to educate, great hearts of mobility. Through innovation and research, for meeting our society's needs, Christian University will always shine the light.
Thank you very much. I now call on the University Chaplain, Reverend Juwon Onosoya, for the opening prayer. Before the opening prayer, please, I'd like to invite the Pro-Chancellor to the high table. Please, can we appreciate him as he goes to the high table? Thank you, sir. Thank you for honoring us.
Please, with the kind permission of this distinguished gathering, may I humbly invite the Right Reverend Dr. James Olushola Odedeji, the Diocesan Bishop of Lagos West, to take the opening prayer. Thank you very much.
Let us pray. Lord, we accord you dignity, integrity, and power. Thank you for thus far you've led this school and for the toil and commitment of your daughter, the outgoing Vice-Chancellor of this great university. And as we gather in your name at this valedictory program and lecture, we ask that the purpose to which this program has been organized will be actualized. Descend into this place with the power of your Holy Spirit, that at the end, O Lord, the glory will be yours and blessings will be ours. For we have prayed in Jesus' name.
Thank you, my Lord Bishop. Thank you very much, everyone. Please, may we have our seats. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to once again let us know that we are gathered here in celebration of a woman of excellence, a woman who has brought Christland University from where it used to be to where it is now that we all can admire and appreciate. And this is the occasion that we are here for. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. I would like to, at this point, now invite the chairman of the planning committee of this program, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Christland University, Professor Olatunde Farumbi, for his opening address. Please, can we give him a round of applause as he takes the opening address.
Good morning, everyone. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and we shall be glad in it. As I start to give this welcome address, let me just establish some protocols. Your Excellencies, the Royal Majesty, the Alake of Egba Land, Oba Michael Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, other Royal Majesties and Highnesses, the chairman of this occasion, our revered former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, a Chancellor and Chairman Board of Trustees of Chrisland University, our Matriarch, Chief Dr. Winifred Awoshika ON, members of the Board of Trustees of Chrisland University, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of Chrisland University, distinguished Professor Ayodeji Olukoju, FNEL, members of the Governing Council here present, visiting Vice-Chancellors of other universities, the guest speaker of today, Bishop Professor Dapo Ashaju, my Lord Spiritual and Temporal, the celebrant of today, our cherished Vice-Chancellor, Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola, and her husband, Bishop Collins Olufemi Babalola, the Registrar, Mr. Motosho, Acting Bossa, Mr. Esa, Acting University Librarian, Mr. Ifije, Deans of colleges, Directors of Centers and Units, Heads of Departments, distinguished Senate members, staff of Chrisland University, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with deep gratitude and appreciation to God that I stand before you this morning to warmly congratulate our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola, for a successful tour of duty as Vice-Chancellor of Chrisland University in the last 7 years. Indeed, we all within the university community and outside can attest to the fact that it has been 7 years of a great impact, significant contributions, community engagement, a tapestry of service and statesmanship, and advancement of a Chrisland University. We can testify to the giant leap the school has experienced in the last 7 years under the watch of Professor Babalola. In the last 7 years of our stewardship, the university has been placed on the national and global map of prominence and relevance through the collective efforts of stakeholders of Chrisland University project under our watch. Looking back and taking everything in totality, it is therefore very apposite to celebrate this woman of substance, a woman with a large heart, with ambience around her that I call air of a gravitas that naturally commands respect and honor. She is a thoroughly well-bred and truly debonair, a literati, learned professional, an accomplished pharmacist. Professor Babalola remains one of the leading lights in the field in this country. Physiognomically, Professor Babalola is a woman. But on another evaluation, I can say Professor Babalola appears to possess the gene of a man. Quite smart, charismatic, inimitable, intelligent, with unburdened boldness, courageous, daring, and purpose-driven. With certified and competitive competencies and distinguishing excellence, Professor Chinedum Babalola has paddled the canoe of this university in the last 7 years. For me, I am not just knowing Professor Chinedum Babalola, as I've known her for decades as a colleague at the University of Ibadan. We have served together in several committees, Senate of the University of Ibadan, members of the Central Appointments and Promotions Committee of University of Ibadan, co-deans of a faculties, collaborators on common scientific projects relating to development of novel pharmaceutical and therapeutic signatures and drugs from plant-based substances. Also as fellows of the Nigerian Academy of Science, fellows of the African Academy of Sciences, and we have traveled also together for international meetings. Recently, just 2 of us from University of Ibadan on merit were appointed as members of Third Fund National Research Fund Monitoring and Evaluation Committee in Abuja, a high-power committee set up by the Executive Secretary of Third Fund to oversee the entire research landscape of Nigeria involving evaluation of scientific Dumpis Babalola and her antecedents, her stellar performance and sterling contributions in Christian University are not new to me, as she pursues goals with tenacity of a purpose. In totality, Professor Chinedu Babalola is excellence person. To God Almighty, who has graciously given Professor Chinedu Babalola as blessing to humanity, and she yielded to this clarion call to serve with great vision. As a university, we thought it wise and appropriate to come together and organize this session in her honor. In the twilight of her tenure as a Vice-Chancellor, several individuals were thinking of the same thing from various corners of the university. I recall that also at one of our council meetings, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of a governing council, Professor Olukoju, also thought of the same and directed that a committee be set up for a send-for the Vice-Chancellor. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I therefore thought it wise to set up a committee for the sole purpose of celebrating her and to give her a befitting farewell, and I decided to chair the committee. We would like to thank our Baba Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, retired general and former president of Nigeria, for always allowing us access to OPL. I recall last week when I led some 2 professors from Christian University who coincidentally are members of the planning committee and also retired senior officers of Nigeria Armed Forces to your house in the morning. Sir, we met you playing our local ayo, and in your usual welcoming and humorous way, you told us to wait a little bit for you, as you will not allow the man playing with you to beat you in the ayo game. And as myself and my colleagues waited, we watched in admiration as you played the game skillfully. May you continue to be strong, and you will live long to celebrate more years on earth. Thereafter, we presented the program of today to you, and you gladly accepted. And being a man of your words, you are here today. God bless you, sir. We would like to thank our mother, our patriarch, High Chief Dr. Winifred Awoshika ON, for her unparalleled and unstinting support for Christian University. And in particular, we all know that Mama is sold out completely and committed to Christian University. And we believe that this has impacted positively on the success recorded by the Vice-Chancellor Babalola during her tenure. Anytime we call on Mama, she quickly responds to her needs. Anytime you call Mama on phone, she will pick your call and hear you out. In case she's busy, Mama will say, I will call you back, and within a short period of time, you will get her back. We thank you, Mama, and may you live long to see better days in the land of the living. And as university grows by leaps and bounds, giving you joy and gladness, and all to the admiration and awe of all. We thank the entire board of trustees of the Christian University, in particular the MD, Mrs. Ibirunke Adeyemi, Mr. Bankole Awoshika, Mr. Tayo Awoshika, for their commitment to the cause of the institution. We appreciate the MD and the financial consultant, Mrs. Obolabi, for their support for this program we have organized. We profoundly appreciate the Council of a Christian University, ably led by distinguished Professor Ayodeji Olukoju, for support and interest in the progress of this institution. Your contributions and support have added value to us as a university and the success of Professor Babalola as a Vice-Chancellor. I am grateful to God today that our plans regarding this valedictory event came to fruition. Initially, it was tough to get going, but at the end, God surprised every one of us planning this program. I want to appreciate all members of the planning committee for making themselves available timely for several meetings, and want to thank you for value-added contributions to this event. The committee worked on behalf of the entire University of Christian University, both teaching and non-teaching, and we appreciate you all for your contributions. We thank our vendors and corporate organizations. We cannot thank you enough. God bless you wonderfully for your kind support. I must thank the guest speaker of today. Though very busy, when we were planning this program, we thought of so many people, and we felt that the most appropriate person to do this task is our revered Professor Dapo Ashaju. And we want to thank you, sir, for honoring this invitation, and you are here today. Now again to Professor Chinedum Babalola. Now that Christian University will miss you is an understatement. We will sorely miss your visionary and transformative leadership, valued contribution, mentorship, and community engagement. As you officially bow out of the services of the university, I am confident that you will continue to shine the intellectual radiant light, our mantra in Christian University. As your name is Chinedum, meaning God lives, may God lead you into your next assignment in life. Your name is a peace. May your life be peaceful. May your home be peaceful. And may you enjoy peace at 360 degrees. On Sunday during the praise night, we got to know your other name through your husband, Bishop Collins Babalola, and he said Ebun Oluwa, which means the gift of God. No wonder that you're a wonderful and rare gift to humanity. As your name is, and since this is the season of your birthday, and as you run off your tenure as Vice of Christian University, may God give you a special gift that will delight your soul. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, I heartily welcome you to this occasion.
You would agree with me that that was quite electrifying and gargantuan. Please, we can do better than what we just did. Can we appreciate what the DVC had just done? That welcome address was indeed a welcome address to warm this occasion. Thank you very much, sir. I'm not doing this alone. My name is Dr. Gabriel Okonkwo. I have here with me a very beautiful lady, Dr. Ibidu Olude. She will be anchoring this program with me today. Dr. Olude.
Thank you so very much. We are so thrilled and delighted to be here. This is a star-studded gathering, and in due time, we will get to appreciate every star, every dignitary, and everyone that has taken out time to be here today. We have series of documentaries, videos that we're going to play for you, because there are so many people all over the world who would have wanted to be here, but for one reason or the other, they couldn't make it. You get to hear from them about how this amazing woman has blessed them. But before then, before you watch the first set of videos, would like to recognize some people in our midst. We're going to do this in batches. The first set of persons that we want to recognize, they are our Lord spiritual, the bishops that are in our midst. We'd like to recognize the presence of the Right Reverend Dr. A. Adebiyi, the Bishop of Okeogun Diocese, Anglican Communion. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Would like to recognize the Right Reverend Dr. Babatunde Ogunbanwo, Diocesan Bishop, Ijebu Southwest Diocese. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We'd also like to recognize the presence of the Right Reverend Dr. James Odedeji, Diocesan Bishop, Diocese of Lagos West. Thank you so very much, sir, for being here today. Would like to recognize as well the presence of the Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel O. Adekunle, our own Bishop of Egba Diocese. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, sir, for being here as always.
All right, so I don't know if the documentary is ready for us. The interlude? Okay, please. Yeah.
Interacted in a little bit of way with Cleveland University, which on the lighter note, I would say is a junior university to the University of Technology. But on a very serious note, I have met the proprietor, who is a very, very concerned and determined woman for education. And I have met and interacted with the Vice-Chancellor. I used to call university to the University of Technology. But on a very serious note, I have met the proprietor, who is a very, very concerned and determined woman for education. And I have met and interacted with the Vice-Chancellor. I used to call
to Kabiyesi. Alaki of Egbaland, and of course our Mama, our Chancellor, and Chair of Board of Trustees, Mama Winifred Awoshika, OON. And I also say that, let me pay my respect to Professor Dakwashaju, who is actually my brother in both senses, or several senses. And I want to pay tribute also to His Majesty, Professor Isaacu, who will speak on behalf of Council subsequently. So my remarks are very brief remarks, and it's a privilege to have this opportunity of making those remarks. Please pardon me, my voice is gone because of some changes in the weather. My first remark would be that on seeing what is happening here today, I'll go back to my former employers and ask them to do a proper send forth for me. And those who support that say aye. The ayes have it. Thank you very much. Let me say that I've encountered Professor Babalola twice in the course of her career here at Christland University. I had the very great privilege of serving on the selection board that recommended her to the Board of Trustees. Our decision was unanimous, but I want to just digress by making one comment now. When she was appointed, she was like a package given to us. We never opened that package. And I want to warn you against taking packages without knowing the content. Many years ago, I saw an advert in the newspapers about a relatively cheap pair of shoes. This was in the United Kingdom. And I placed an order for it, and it was delivered to the house. On opening that package, I was shocked to discover that it was made of pure rubber. I thought it was leather. So, because I spent money, I couldn't throw the thing away. I brought the thing home and then gave it to someone. I never really used that. So I would say that when Prosubala was appointed, she was an unopened package. But then I had the second chance of working with her as chair of council. And in the last 5 years, that has been quite a worthwhile experience. Sometimes you open the, thank you very much. Sometimes you open the package and it will just be good enough, a pair of shoes that you wear to, say, the market or to the office. But in the case of Prosubala, we discovered that using the imagery of shoes now, this was the kind of pair of shoes that you will have worn to visit Baba when he was in Aso Rock. So Professor Babalola has struck me as a woman of great intellect. You all know that. To be a fellow of the African Academy of Sciences, it's not a mean task. There are fellows. And let me also say, the Nigerian Academy of Science doesn't have members. They don't have regular professors. Every member is a fellow, unlike our own Academy of Letters. So for her to have been a fellow of the Academy of Science, Nigeria, and the African Academy, so when at the point of selection, that was what struck me. And that was the point I made about that this woman is exceptional for that reason. And on the job, when we opened the package, we now saw that powerful things often come in tiny bundles. So don't be deceived by her physical size. And as someone who belongs in that category, I can tell you sometimes that a Mills bomb, a grenade, with due respect to General Obasanjo, packs a lot of punch. So Prosubala has surprised us. He has packed so much energy, so much drive, so much wisdom, so much intellect, so much savvy into that tiny package that we have there. Madam, I'm not diminishing or demeaning your stature. It's good. Otherwise, the bishop would not have approached you at that time. So let me say that Professor Balola has ticked 2 boxes for me. A leader must have 2 things. Number 1, impact. What people see, and we can see. Baba just mentioned student enrollment. This was what struck me. She started with 56. Now we are counting in multiple hundreds. That's remarkable. I know of universities that are struggling now to climb into the first 100. She's done that. I mean other things. program accreditation, the faculty of nursing, the proposed postgraduate college, and so on and so forth. So that's one thing, impact. But for me, the other thing is legacy. Before our eyes, we can see her legacy building up. So I want to thank God for you. And one thing that has struck me is her ability to harness human capital. And I want to warn whoever is taking over from her, Professor Bola is a tough act to follow. Imagine the caliber of people that she has brought here, a former head of state. In fact, one of them, that is an elder statesman on the African continent. The past president of Liberia, the president of East Timor. People have come here, politicians, technocrats. So whoever is coming should be ready to bless us with something complete. Please, sir. I'm saying this because as I conclude, I want to make a confession. And this, I'm being very honest with you, open. I'm not sure I will have done what Bishop Ola did. I'm telling you, if my wife said she was going to be away for that long, I'm telling you the truth. So anyone like Bishop Ola who is able to say, my wife, pressure from wife, pressure from husband. Sir, I salute you. And on that note, I say welcome to this ceremony. Enjoy yourself, express yourself. God bless you.
I think we can do better than that. Thank you very much, sir. All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are so delighted and thrilled to introduce and bring to the podium the chairman of this great occasion. But this is no ordinary chairman. He's well known to everyone, every Nigerian. We are just assisting. He's the one to set the tone of this occasion. And we are so excited to bring him up today. He's no other person but a former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I call him a president of presidents because of his instrumental role in restoring democracy to this country. He is an elder statesman par excellence. And without further ado, please, with a honoring and a wonderful ovation, can we please rise and welcome to the podium President Olusegun Aremu Okikiola Matthew Obasanjo. We can do better. We are very honored to have you here, sir.
Please be seated. Kábíyèsí adé apẹ́ lórí bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Àwọn olórí wọn máa ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀bí. Ìlú Ẹ̀gbá máa lọ síwájú ní àkókò tìyàn. May I now acknowledge the celebrant, my Yahoo. Please be seated. For what I have on my plate, it will have been very difficult for me to be here this morning. because day before yesterday, I was in Abuja. Mrs. Titi Atiku Abubakar was celebrating 25 years of establishing a foundation which was passed into law. From there, I ran to Lagos to have a dinner in honor of Nike Akande, who was celebrating her 80th birthday yesterday. But because I had to run to Liberia for the former president of Liberia, who also was celebrating 86th birthday yesterday, and 2 a.m. yesterday morning I ran to Liberia. The plane that took me said it could not wait to bring me back. And then I had to try to find the way back. I couldn't track back. And when the Deputy Vice-Chancellor came to see me, I promised I would be here. By then, the plane that was to take me to Liberia was to bring me back. The plane that was to take me refused to take me, so I had another plane that took me and dropped me and didn't take me back. Then I got commercial flight, which was to get me back at 12 midnight. And at a stage, they said the flight was cancelled. I said, how will I be here? I have promised that I will be here. Then I said, look for alternative. They said the alternative is to this morning. There was no way I could leave Liberia this morning and be here this morning. So I begged them. I said, look, this flight that you said was cancelled, can you uncancel the cancellation? Can you uncancel the cancellation of the flight? And of course, God is a miracle God. Then they say the flight was coming, but it will be late. Anyway, it came, and I arrived here 2:30 this morning, 2:30. Mama, let me start with you. You have done what many would like to do and could not do. Establishing an educational institution of higher learning and of high quality and high standard. As I said in my tribute when they came to my office, I know what it is to be a proprietor. A man You cannot leave a better legacy than a legacy of an educational institution for which you will be remembered long after you have gone. And I want to, when we were gently walking into this hall, you were thanking me for being here all the time. If I have to be here as many times as you call me, I will be. Because for me, there's no substitute for education. And anybody who will put his or her resources in education, he or she is worth being celebrated. Madam Chief Awoshika will celebrate you. Let me come to the Vice-Chancellor. I've said a few things, and I don't want to repeat myself, except to say that don't see your retirement or your appointment at Chrisland University coming to an end as the end of active life. You must still be active at home, which I know you are. Otherwise, Bishop will not be shining as he's shining. But professionally, there's still a lot in you that you can give to the world and to humanity. And don't let the end of your tenure here be the end of your being useful to humanity. As a professional pharmacist, as a professional academician, as a professional educationist, as a professional university person. You have done a great work here. I know how difficult it is. Because you virtually took this university from ground zero. And you have taken it to where it's almost at autopilot. It's not an easy job. And of course, I know how often we talk about what you are doing and what we are doing. And as I said, we can say that Belt University is a senior brother or senior sister of Chrisland University. are both learning from ourselves. But let me say this, and then I will sit down. That the seed you have planted here will continue to grow and grow and grow. And you will appreciate it much more in later years, when those who have come out of this university will see you and meet you and honor you and celebrate you for what you have done in their life. You have planted many seeds. My prayer is that they will celebrate you in your later life. You've done a good job. We appreciate you. We thank you. And Bishop, we thank you for giving us the service of a wife, a woman of virtue. And I know that it's not easy when having a vineyard of God, not in the same location, but we thank you have given us, and we appreciate it. Now we want to say to the staff, I know that you have worked, all of you, you have worked hand in hand with the Vice-Chancellor. As I said in my tribute when they came to talk to me, she is not an easy nut to crack. I know that from my little interaction with her. But of course, if you will have to get things done, you shouldn't be in any form or in any walk of life. And, well, as I've said, call on me. I will do it.
I think the former vice president deserves a standing ovation. The former president, please pardon me, sir, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria deserves a standing ovation for that wonderful exaltation. You would agree with me that he has spoken like a father that he is, like a sage that he is. Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure that your words of wisdom have been taken. Please, may we have our seats. Thank you so much. We are moving on gradually. I'd like to recognize the presence of the entourage that have accompanied our bishops that we had earlier recognized. I recognize the presence of Venerable S.O. Oyewole. You're welcome, sir. Venerable J.K. Adeleke, you're welcome. Venerable S.O. Omodara, you're welcome. Venerable M.F. Oluwatoyin, you're welcome. Reverend G.A. Oshofua, you are welcome, sir. And Reverend Toyin Adeyeye, you are welcome, sir. I'd like to also recognize the presence of Bishop Samuel Oludare Oke. You're welcome, sir. We are honored to have you in our midst. I'd like to recognize the presence of Reverend Adeoye Adeyonju. You're welcome, sir. And Pastor Kingsley Apojero. You are welcome, sir. Apostle, okay, they are representing Apostle Lawrence Ashodime. You are all welcome. In a very special way, I'd like to recognize the presence of Architect Mobolaji Adeniyi, the President, Nigerian Institute of Architects. We are very honored to have you in our midst, ma. You're welcome.
Yes, we need to appreciate the person that is our landlord here. And I know that he's been recognized, but we want to specially recognize and appreciate the Alake and the paramount ruler of Egbaland, His Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo Okukenu IV. He is a very revered and esteemed traditional ruler. His reign continues to be a blessing to the entire citizens of Egbaland. His Royal Majesty, the Alake of Egbaland, Kabiesiu, Kadepeluri, Kibata Pelese, Kiru Kereko Diokini, Ki Eshoba Ojekpe, Kabiesiu. He did not come alone. He came with the eminent chiefs, Chief Anthony Ogunsheye, Chief Jonah, Chief Shakiru Akingbade, Chief Yekini Shomade, Tajuddin Adesoya, Chief Tajuddin Oladende. We greet you, eminent chiefs. Thank you so much for being of great assistance to our paramount ruler.
Thank you so much. This occasion wouldn't be what it is or what it has so far been without your presence. We are indeed very honored to have every one of you in our midst today, celebrating the rare gem of this occasion, Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola. Thank you so much. Right about now, we want to take the first tribute and felicitation, and that would be from a principal officer of this university, Christian University. Please, can we give him a round of applause as he comes to take the tributes, the first tributes of this occasion. You are welcome, sir.
Standing on the already established protocol, I bring this tribute on behalf of principal officers in respect of the end of tenure of Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola, Vice-Chancellor of Chrisland University, 2017 to 2024. As Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola concludes a 7-year tenure as Vice-Chancellor of Chrisland University, Abeokuta, Nigeria, I feel a deep sense of honor to celebrate our extraordinary leadership, vision, and dedication to the institution. Having served as registrar under our astute leadership for over 2 years, I had the unique opportunity to observe our transformative leadership and management. A 7-year tenure as Vice-Chancellor was characterized by remarkable peace across all facets of the university. Our administration stands as a true reflection of our name, peace. According to the Yoruba belief, the name given to a child often shapes their character and destiny. Professor Babalola exemplifies this belief as our leadership brought not just the absence of conflict, but a deep sense of harmony, understanding, and unity within the university community. If you desire peace, the Yoruba says, simply name your child peace. Professor Babalola embodied this, fostering an environment where everyone thrived through cooperation and mutual respect. Our ability to nurture peace with such grace made her a unique and invaluable leader. Our leadership is characterized by several defining attributes. Shrewd management of resources. Professor Babalola was a master at achieving more with less. Despite limited resources, she skillfully utilized what was available to accomplish her set objectives, demonstrating an incredible ability to balance demands with available means. Her resourcefulness and efficiency.
I said it behind her. And the reason I said that was because, as the registrar said earlier as well, she has to juggle so many things at the same time. And I'm sure, I don't know now, if as she's sitting there, you might find that she's looking at other things, doing some other activities because she has to do so many things at the same time. And that's something that most of us will find difficult to, well, she has juggled so many things. And I think former president also said the same thing. She does many things at the same time. And as the name says as well, God leads me, peace. She's in Abeokuta. She will be here with the students. So she has led also the religious side of things, the ministry of which she belongs, to be part of the university system. And we all keyed into it, and we have achieved resources or better things for the university. In terms of connections, which I have said several times as well, and I think I can't remember, the deputy VC said something earlier, it will be difficult for us, as I see it, that's from my own point of view, and my personal feeling and my personal thinking, to get somebody who will fill in those positions or the positions she has filled in because of the connections she has made. And I hope we'll be able to tap into those connections and make sure that we are able to survive as a university. Registrar mentioned in passing the fact that she has worked under tremendous, I use the word strangulation. Pardon me if it's a strong word, I believe it is a strong word. Financially, because the university has actually, and I believe we would have moved beyond where we are today if we had the resources available to make her achieve things she wanted to achieve. And I think that's something we need to look into. She needed support, but they were difficult to achieve things that we all expected. She has achieved a lot. She has achieved a lot, but would have achieved more if the resources were available and made available to her. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That's our own Professor Raphael Modi. Thank you so much for the heartfelt tribute on behalf of the University Senate. On a day like this, that we are celebrating a legacy of excellence, everyone, I'm sure, would want to say a thing. But because of time, we've had to pick representatives of the different sectors and different fields that she influenced. And so, as we listen, these people are speaking in a representative capacity. Once again, we thank God for this amazing gift that God gave to Chrisland University about 7 years ago. Can we put our hands together for this gift in a human vessel? Very quickly, would like to appreciate and recognize our governing council. They have worked tirelessly during her tenure, and we have some of them here today. We need to recognize their distinguished presence. Professor Eyiwumi Falaye, Member Governing Council, Chrisland University. Thank you, sir, for being here. Professor Oluyemisi Bangboshe, SAN. She was here just some minutes ago. Probably she stepped out. Member Governing Council, Chrisland University. Mrs. Olufunke Ogunsende, Council Member, Chrisland University. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you for coming. Venerable Dr. Bandele Okunuga. Thank you, Daddy, for coming. Thank you so much. Council Member, Chrisland University as well. Professor Emeritus Aishiku, Council Member, Chrisland University. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. Without further ado, we will watch some videos, I believe. Just a video. Great. I believe the technical is ready for us.
I wish her the very best in life, especially Mama Yad, a name we call the wives of bishops, Anglican bishops. And because the husband has loved Chrisland, we too must encourage her to be an excellent Mama Yad. We don't want to be selfish. We want her to be happy in life. Not as we want her to continue with us. We know that our role now as a bishop's wife is uppermost, and we wish her the very best. She's a wonderful lady.
A Governing Council Member of Chrisland University.
Please, can we appreciate him?
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much, sir. I'd like to recognize the presence of Mrs. Jumoke Adebiyi, is the wife of our Lord Bishop, who is here present. Mama, you're welcome. Thank you so much. We are very glad to have you in our midst. Thank you so much. I'd like to also recognize some of the guests of the Vice-Chancellor who are here present gracing this occasion. In our midst, we have Mr. Adeyoni Adeshino, the CEO, Corona Schools First Trust Council. We are very glad to have you. Okay, so Mrs. Thank you so much, ma. Please, can we? It's an honor to have all of these eminent personalities here in this auspicious occasion. Thank you so much for coming. We also have Oluwaseun Ogunbiade from Corona College, also from Corona College, here present. Thank you so much. We also have Olajumoke, the provost of Corona College, also in our midst. Thank you so much for coming.
Dr. Olajumoke Mekiliwa. Did I get that? Pardon me. Thank you. From Victory Life Bible Church, I think we already did that. Thank you again for coming. Representing Apostle Achudume. He's also here with Pastor Kingsley Apojaro. Thank you for coming once again. We can never do that too much. Thank you. Would like to appreciate Mrs. Jumoke Lalude, CEO, Alone Impressions. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Ma. The reason why we're doing this is not just to recognize them, but for you to see the array of persons that for making it here, you've made this ceremony a very special one. Would like to recognize Mrs. Bola Ogunrinade, MNI. Thank you so much. From Courage Consultancy. God bless you. Thank you for coming. Elder Dipo Ibitoye, JP. Wow. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. We recognize you. Professor Adeyinka Falusi. Wow, we were going to do that specially. I believe that is our Vice-Chancellor's mentor. She talks so fondly of her. Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much,
We're very glad to have you. Thank you.
Thank you for holding our hand all these years. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you so much. We'd like to also recognize Dr. Abiodun. Oh, is this Shodunke? I'm sorry. I think it's the spelling. From Chrisland University as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for being here.
All right. So we also have in our midst a representative of the Vice-Chancellor of Covenant University in the person of Professor Timothy Aneke, the Dean of College of Science and Technology. Please, can we make him, thank you so much. We are very glad to have you in our midst. We also have Emmanuel O.O. of the New Horizons, and then of course Victor Ogumbiyi, General Manager, Sales and Marketing of the New Horizons. Thank you so much for being gracing this occasion.
Without further ado, we would like to take us further in this great occasion, still celebrating a legacy of excellence, our own Professor, Mrs. Chinedum Peace Babalola. And we have been mandated to go straight to the lecture of the day. And I think this is very important at this point, as it sets the tone further so we can take the valedictory lecture in particular. To take the valedictory lecture, we have in our midst today a very profound and distinguished personality. He is Right Reverend Professor Dapo Ashajo. Hold on, he's going to come up and give us the valedictory lecture. But before he does that, we will love to read his citation.
Thank you very much. I will be taking the citation of Right Reverend Professor Dapo Folonsho Ashaju. Okay, he's already standing. Right Reverend Professor Dapo Folonsho Ashaju is a renowned scholar, educator, and clergy with a distinguished career which has spanned multiple disciplines, making him the proverbial jack and master of excellence. He holds various academic degrees and honorary awards which reflects his dedication to academic excellence and service. His decoration with these ivory laurels embody and signal the phrase, "By their fruits you shall know them." As a respected voice in theology and religious studies, Professor Ashaju has authored numerous publications which include books, journal articles, and conference papers. In these, he has left a legacy that will outlive him as an individual. Leadership and administrative experience. Professor Ashaju's leadership and administrative experience is exemplary. It demonstrates visionary leadership and an evidence of thinking outside the box. As the former Vice-Chancellor of Ajayi Crowther University, he demonstrated exceptional, thank you very much, exceptional vision, strategic planning, and community engagement. His leadership legacy shows, as Robert Moses Carter would argue, takes people where they want to go. Under his stewardship, Ajayi Crowther University experienced significant growth, which included the establishment of new faculties, departments, and research centers. These achievements are a testament to his can-do spirit. I thought you would clap to that. His commitment to staff development and student welfare earned him the respect and admiration of the university community, Episcopal ministry, and community service. As the Bishop of the Diocese of Elisha Anglican Communion, Professor Ashaju continues to provide spiritual guidance and leadership. He also emphasizes education, healthcare, and economic empowerment. This philosophy of his lays credence to the saying, "Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, then you feed him for a lifetime." His Episcopal ministry reflects his commitment to holistic development aligned with the saying, "A healthy body and mind are essential for a healthy spirit." Through various initiatives and programs, Professor Ashaju promotes interfaith dialogue, social justice, and community cohesion, which have earned him recognition as a respected clergy and leader. Contributions to education and theology. Professor Ashaju's contributions to education and theology are profound. His efforts have significantly advanced academic excellence and innovation in line with his belief in the fact that knowledge is power. He has developed curricula, established research centers, and mentored scholars. His efforts in the area of mentoring demonstrate his passion for knowledge sharing. His research focuses on contextualizing Christian theology within African perspectives, promoting interfaith dialogue, and exploring the intersection of religion and society. Professor Ashaju's legacy extends beyond his academic and episcopal achievements. They are poised to inspire future generations of scholars and leaders. He mentors scholars, clergy, and leaders to emulate his commitment to excellence, integrity, and service, the very essential embodiments of a life of purpose and meaning. His contributions to education, theology, and community engagement of scholarship and leadership. Right Reverend Professor Dapo Folorunsho Ashaju's distinguished career exemplifies the intersection of academia.